This is Rachel Spear, and this is my project Detecting Fake News Using Support Vector Machines, which I worked on with students from across North America, including Bradley Altman, Rachel Kim, and Jonathan Spigalski. So our abstract for this project is that in recent years, fake news has emerged as a threat to credible, reliable news, and recent improvements in the capabilities of AI to generate fake news have made it easy to generate realistic but fake news articles that can misinform the public. To help differentiate between real and fake news articles, this paper proposes an SVM model that classifies articles with an 89% accuracy based only off the title and a 98% accuracy with the title in the first 1,000 characters. This high level of accuracy could allow for systems that scan social media or other platforms quickly to flag suspicious articles. So our method of doing this, we have a data set that we found on Kaggle, and it included the article title, the article text, the category of real or fake, and the date it was published. There were 20,826 real news headlines and 17,903 fake news headlines. So we pre-processed them by assigning them labels of 1 for fake and 0 for real. And then we took the title in the first 1,000 characters of the text. We tokenized them, removed non-alphanumeric characters, removed stop words, and lemmatized them. And you can see an example of that, what that would look like here on the right. And we used a model of a support vector machine, or an SVM. We did experiments with different types of parameters for these, and in our results, our final model for headline only had an 89.6% validation accuracy, and our final model for headline and text had an 98.07 validation accuracy. And we created a program that classifies as user inputted news headlines and text. And here are some examples of headlines you put in there and the results that it comes out with, and these are both correct. We also wrote a paper for this using LaTeX. So we wrote a scientific paper showing our methods and our results and how our final product turned out. So our code for this is the code for headline only. So we import the model that we made, and we define the pre-processing and classifying. And then here we have the examples. So I have some headlines that I've taken from these sources. So this first one is a real news headline: Biden campaign invests in diverse coalitions with new campaign hires. And whenever you run it, it classifies it as real news, which it is. Same thing for major US Twitter accounts hacked in Bitcoin scam. If you run that, classifies it as real news, which it is. If you go to a fake news example, this one is from The Onion, and it says Trump admits 18 new states to increase competition for medical supplies. This is obviously fake news, and when you run it through the program, it classifies it correctly as fake news. Now, for the model with the text, it's largely the same process. However, you enter both the title of the news story and the first little bit of the story. So it has that. And then it takes the first 1,000 characters and it classifies that. And this is a real headline: Brad Parscale replaced as Trump's campaign manager. And it classifies it as real news. A fake example of this is also from The Onion. Nancy Pelosi calls Jamal Bowman to scold him for winning primary. It has the headline and the first bit of text. So it takes that and it classifies it as fake news. So that is our project on detecting fake news using support vector machines.